Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ty from House of Kicks again. And tonight, what I'm doing for you is I'm trying to figure out how many pairs of those Jordan 11 Retro Cap and Gown Prom Night Nike has produced. And we're also going to look at the market value. Now, first of all, before I get into the show, I want to show you what a shoe looks like. And I guess you all have seen it, right? I'm gonna minimize this and I'll show you the shoe. I call these shoes the Gamma Blue, man. I don't know why my computer's taking so long to. This is terrible. This is come on, man. Don't do me like that. That's the shoe. It looks just like the Gamma Blue. I mean, I haven't seen them in person, so I can't really tell whether they are different from the Gamma Blue, but they look just like it. All right. Now, I wrote like an article like a couple of months ago. I should have shared this on my channel about the 250 price tag on a shoe. I mean, I feel like if you're gonna charge $250 for a shoe, you need to tell us why you're charging $250. And and to me, it's like when I saw the packaging, like the packaging is the same as any other Jordan 11 retro that came out. So Nike hasn't given us a reason why they're charging $250. The conventional price has been $220, $225, but I don't see why they're charging $250. Like the box being used, like I say, has been the standard box ever since the Concord 11, and I don't see anything on the shoe like giving props to the graduates. I don't see anything like that. The shoe is still the same weight, and the box is the same. Why are you charging $250? I actually wrote like I wrote about that. I kind of feel like they're doing it trying to test the waters. If people are willing to pay $250 for the shoe, they be willing to pay $250 for any other Jordan 11 retro that come in years or months to come. So Nike is just testing the market, I think, because there's no incentive. Like, I don't know why I'm charged. They're overcharging $30. Like, why are you charging $30 more? There's nothing, right? Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the number of units produced. So we're going to look at it, and we're going to look at my assumptions here. So I've talked about the same assumptions every time, so we're going to keep it the same way. We're not going to try to change it. So the first thing we want to say is, actually, let me get to that slide, is this. I've always said the same thing. Footlocker is derivatives. And when I say derivatives, I mean Foot Action Champs and Eastbay. I'm going to say that Footlocker and all the derivatives get about 1/4 of the total inventory, right? I'm going to assume, and actually I'm not saying an assumption because the only places that are getting the shoes are the House of Hoops location. So I'm saying per House of Hoop, 18 pairs. And then we're going to change that towards the end because I came up with a conclusion. So Footlocker Online also, I'm going to assume that they're going to get about half of the total inventory the physical locations are given. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at this right here. I counted all the Footlockers that I get in the shoes. It's about 170. That takes a long time. I don't like doing this, but for the sake of this show, I do it because it's time consuming, but I do it. So I counted about 170 Footlocker stores. So if you do that 170 times 18, you get about 3,060 pairs. And since we assume that Footlocker Online receives half, I'm going to divide it 3,060 by 2, and we're going to get about 1,530. And if you add that to the 3,060, you get about 4,590, which is your total physical and online, and we get 4,590. And I took it up to like 5,000 to be kind of just more to round up the number. Then the next thing we did, the next thing we're gonna do is this. I'm not gonna state the market value yet. That's not the next thing. The next thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna look at the derivatives. When I say the derivative, I mean Foot Action and Champs and Eastbay. I say they receive about half of what Footlocker is given because Footlocker is like the big papa. They're like the godfather. So I'm thinking Champs, Foot Action, and Eastbay, they're gonna get about half of what Footlocker is getting. If that's the case, they're getting altogether 2,500 pairs. So the grand total coming from Footlocker and the derivatives is 5,000 plus 2,500, 7,500 pairs. And since we agree that this makes up about 1/4 of the total inventory, to find the total number, we're just gonna do 7,500 times 4, which is 30,000 pairs. Now, here's the problem with this number. I got 30,000, right? And I was like, oh, that's about right because these shoes are limited. But then I looked at the market value, and I was kind of shocked because eBay's record, I recorded like 235 sales, but some of the prices seem too good to be true. Because I saw some dudes selling these shoes for like 300. I know those were fakes, so I wasn't even going to try to waste my time on it. So I went back and then collected data from like legitimate sellers, and I collected about 29 sales, and this is what I came up with. Everything was ranging between 340 and 419, and when I totaled it, when I did the average, I came out to 365.48. Now this is eBay. Now StockX came up with a smaller number. On StockX, this is what I came up with. StockX gave me 310. Actually, this is not StockX numbers, but StockX gave me 310. I will show you the StockX on my own website. Let's go here. If you go on the website, StockX had like 310, between 310 and 360. So StockX numbers were a little smaller. So you're just gonna have to play with it, go in and check it. But the good news is this: the shoe's not selling for more than 365, which is good, because that means people ain't gonna be paying all that money for it. This is the latest sales, like 310. This is probably fake. I don't believe someone's gonna sell this for 310, because that leaves them with no room to make any profit. But 365 is more feasible. So here are my conclusions. My observation: the shoes will definitely sell out. That's a fact, right? But I'm surprised that they are selling for not more than 365. I'm surprised, because I'm like, this shoe was limited. Then 360 seems like okay for a shoe that's limited. That's kind of funny, right? So what I think is the case is this: I think the 30,000 pairs, I was being too generous. So I changed it to 36 pairs per store. So if you run the numbers again, it's going to come up to 60,000 pairs. And that makes more sense to me. 60,000 pairs will make more sense because the market value is like 350. I think there's been a lot of them produced because people thought they were going to be limited, but they're not, man. I even think the 60,000 is still too low. I think they made more than it because the shoe's not selling for that much. So if you're a guy that wants to shoe for yourself, I say just don't pay more. I wouldn't pay more than 360, man. I would wait. Actually, I feel like the price is gonna drop. I don't think the price is gonna go up with time. I think it's gonna drop. So I'm thinking 320, 300, 330. You're gonna catch somebody saying, I need money now. So don't panic. And I don't, frankly, these shoes look just like the Gamma Blue. So I'm not even sure why people are kind of going crazy about it. All right. So this is all I have for you today. Now, if you want the shoe, I've given you a list of StockX on my website. Nike's live now, Raffle from SNS, Kicks USA live now, DTLR, Jimmy Jazz, and Footlocker and them. You can go on the website and look at it and buy it from StockX for $320. That's a lot of options for you. All right. I hope this helps, guys. So this is time for Master Kicks, and stay tuned for more stuff.